The new league year doesn't begin until next week, but nonetheless, things are happening in the NFL. We got news on Monday. The Detroit Lions agreed to trade running back David Montgomery to the Houston Texans. The Lions will get back a fourth-round pick, a seventh-round pick, and offensive lineman Juice Scruggs. Let's break this down first from the Houston side. This is what they do, right? Remember, Nick Caserio, their general manager, likes to trade for veteran running backs. We saw it with Joe Mixon a couple of years ago. Nick Chubb obviously had a resurgent year for Houston. And now the latest move, of course, is David Montgomery. It's a solid move for Houston. They're trying to build things up around CJ Stroud. This is a move that they think will do that. 33 touchdowns for David Montgomery for the Lions over the last 3 years. Nice little addition for Houston as they try and build things up. On the flip side of it, for the Lions, they had to do this move. Jahmyr Gibbs is eligible for a contract extension. It saves them a little bit of money, but also apparently David Montgomery didn't want to be there. Brad Holmes at the Combine made a comment basically like, hey, we need guys that want to be here. Apparently David Montgomery wanted out. He was splitting time with Jahmyr Gibbs. He had 158 rushing attempts last year. Apparently wanted a little bit more. So what does Detroit do? They make a trade. They get multiple draft picks and an offensive lineman back in the deal. This is a good move for Brad Holmes. You can find another running back that's going to complement Jahmyr Gibbs. You don't worry about that. You could use that fourth-round pick and get a guy that completely, fills Montgomery's shoes. And that's no disrespect to Montgomery, but we have seen running backs from all rounds of the draft come out and do well. So if you're Detroit, you took an asset that essentially didn't want to be there, and you got not one but two draft picks and an offensive lineman for the move for a guy that's going to be 29 years old in June. It's a solid move by Detroit. This is what you do. You take an asset that you have, you turn it into other assets, and let's see what they do with the draft picks. But hey, no complaints on the Detroit side. If you're Houston, you think Montgomery's got some juice left in the orange, so to speak, you bring him in, you try to make that addition. I frankly think the Lions won this trade. Now, maybe Montgomery goes absolutely nuts for Houston. That's always possible. But if you have to ask me, I think the Lions won the trade. Good move by them. They're trying to get back to that, ground and pound road grader type style. That's what they want to do. That's their bread and butter. They think that maybe this move will help them if they can get another running back to replace the production that Montgomery gave them. And he was a damn solid player for them for 3 years. Sonic and Knuckles had a hell of a run. Comes to an end in this one. Now, I should say none of this is official because you can't officially make moves until the new league year begins next week. So this is not official. It hasn't actually happened yet. It's all just on paper right now. We've seen these things blow up, from time to time. There's a couple moves that we think are going to happen that don't. So technically it's not official till it's official, but it has been agreed to. Again, David Montgomery to the Houston Texans. Plenty more moves to come as teams try to get everything lined up for next week when free agency begins. We'll be here for you on the Pro Football Insiders, breaking it all down.